Didn't say that I was live, so it must be a little bit laggy. I don't even know if anybody's going to be able to make it or what. And I know it's Christmas Eve for a lot of you, so Merry Christmas. My mic is over here, but I can actually put it over here. So hopefully you guys can hear me better this time. If you are watching, please say hi. Hi, Debbie. So I'm not out with my family at family get-togethers tonight because I am sick. So I wanted to be nice and stay home and not get anybody sick. So yeah, I decided I was getting bored. So I decided to try and do some art journaling or something. So how are you, Debbie? Oh, Stephanie, I'm sorry. It's a bummer being sick on the holidays. I was sick for Thanksgiving as well, but it was a little bit different because we had just moved into our house. And no, we were moving into our new house the day after. So it was kind of better that we were just kind of hanging out and packing and, you know, just slowly doing things. On Thanksgiving, I did make a little turkey and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, and thank you. I hope you feel better, Stephanie. It's not fun. My husband and my kids are at my mother-in-law's. They're having tamales and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I wish it was that for me. I have been in a creative rut for quite some time now, so I'm hoping that I can just kind of relax and do some art journaling. So does it look okay? Sound okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yes, okay. And it sounds okay because it's only going up about like 2, I don't know how the meter for when I talk, it only goes up like 1 or 2. So hopefully, okay, good. I'm glad because I always worry. I bumped up the levels on the mic so that it would work because I do talk softly. So anyways, all right. So I do want to say really quickly that if you are watching this stream live, please give it a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. If you are watching this later, be sure to give this video a thumbs up as well and leave a comment down below. If you are watching this live, I just learned about this, so I'm not sure how it works. Don't feel obligated or anything. It just helps me out. There is something called Super Chat. So you'll see a little money sign and you can have a highlighted comment. I think you can donate $1, $2, whatever you like, to have a highlighted comment, and then I will shout you out. Although I give shout outs to everybody that I can see, so it's not very necessary, but it does help me out in the long run to continue to be able to stay home and do what I love instead of having to go out and get a job. And all right, so this one was from a long time ago. I'm actually going to change my settings on my camera, hopefully. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I had it right, and then, of course, I don't want it too bright. Although it kind of does its own thing anyways, so. Hi, Mimi. Yes, we basically just put up our Christmas tree, and then I got a couple things from Hobby Lobby a few months back. I think it was probably around Halloween time, when, of course, because Hobby Lobby and every store actually puts out Christmas stuff in like the summer now. And those are basically the only things that I have up. We didn't put lights around our house. I didn't put up stockings or anything. It's just kind of a weird Christmas this year, I think. Yeah, so this was from a long while ago, I should say, and it's one of my favorites. But I was thinking I can either do a art journal page or decorate the front. And thank you, Stephanie. So what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see the outside done, or me attempt to do an art journal page? And I have coffee here. You want the outside? Okay. Art journal page. Okay. $70% off. I always want to go to get all of like the Christmas stuff really cheap, but I live an hour away from any Michael's or Joann's, Hobby Lobby, anything like that. So it's a little bit hard. But it would be awesome to get things for the next year that cheap. So, all right. So I need one more art journal page or the outside, either. Okay. Let's do, well, on the outside, I could do either, I could do all sorts of things on the outside, more dimensional, I guess, rather than more flat. Well, this one is pretty, I have the autofocus off, but I put some wire and some other things on this page. The outside. Okay, I'm going to do the outside only because I kind of feel like I want to do the outside more than an art journal page. So we are going to actually take this off. And this is a mixed media book from Prima. I love these. I probably have 10 all around. I love the pages. They're really thick, and I've done watercoloring on them. Of course, I do mixed media, gesso, paints, all sorts of things. And then you can take them apart, like I'm going to do here, because it's easier for me to work on the outside of the book when it's taken apart. And then you can just put it back together. So it's nice because when you're working on a page, then you can take it out, and then you don't have to worry about getting all the other pages inky and messy. Although I kind of like that, only because, I don't know, I think it gives the pages a little bit of character. All right. I think this was the front, or yeah, so this was the front, that was the back. All right, we're going to get my paint. I'm just going to grab my paintbrushes really quickly. Okay, Stephanie, I'll probably be here. I probably am going to be here for a while. nothing else to do. And it's still pretty early here, 8 o'clock, and gotta stay up till midnight because that's when my kids are gonna call me and wish me Merry Christmas. All right. If you are just coming on, please give this video a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. All right, so I'm going to cover it with gesso first. And this is the only paintbrush that I could find, so hello, Adriana. I think that's what it says. Anybody else do Christmas on Christmas Eve? Okay, I'm glad because the chat is a little far from me, and like always, I don't have my glasses, so. Or does everybody do it on Christmas morning? I'm a Christmas morning person. I don't like it when we do it Christmas Eve. I don't know why. I don't know. You're in Iraq. Are you deployed, or I think that's what it says. Oh, well, thank you so much for your service, and I hope you can get home soon to be with your family. All right, this is going to take forever. Yeah, so my husband's family has always done it Christmas Eve. So we kind of switch off between staying where we are and going. Like when we lived in San Diego, we would come over and visit my family in Nevada. And then now that we're here, we switch off. So one year we'll go for Thanksgiving. The other year we'll stay where we are, and we'll just keep switching off. So this year we were, is our year to go to San Diego, and unfortunately I am sick. So I'm here while my family is enjoying tamales, and I'm thinking nice weather, normally nice weather in San Diego. So, but I think they're going to be back tomorrow. I think they're going to come back. So, all right. Next, okay, so I added a coat of gesso. This is white gesso. If you like the look of the cardboard, you can do clear gesso, or if you're going for a different look, like, you know what, I saw something just real quick. Oh, I lied. Oh, yes, here it is. All right, so if you're going for a look like this, you would use black gesso. And this, I love doing this because the results are just so amazing. It's so cool how you can just put anything down. So this is like some modeling paste, and then a frame that I got from a thrift store, and then some chipboard pieces, just random metal pieces, some buttons, and then you just add the black gesso all over it, and then you add the what is it called? Oh my goodness. I can't remember what it's called. The wax, the art alchemy wax. So I've done lots of these. So this is something that I did with acrylic paint, and I was planning on doing a mini album, but then decided to do something else with that. But anyways, all right, I see. Let me see. Mimi says, have you used the new Prima icing paste? I just got one color to try, the rose gold. Lately, I'm nuts about anything rose gold. I need it all. I have not tried it. I don't even know what the icing paste is. I'm guessing it's probably a product from Finnabair, which I hopefully can get my hands on soon. I know that she came out with a lot of new colors for the impasto paints, I think. So I'm obsessed with anything Finnabair. I'm not too excited about the new collections that are coming out. I think for CHA, maybe it's because I have a few collections still that I have only done one project with or something. And I'm really more into making cards lately anyways. So I tend to try to, or I like to spend the little bit of money that I get from doing YouTube and all of that on stamps and inks and things like that. So, all right. I should try something like that so I can use my Prima waxes on it. Yes, you can use Prima waxes on a white surface as well. But when you do the black gesso, it's just so amazing how you can just put anything. You could put string, you could put, if you don't have anything really to use, you can use bottle caps, string, like I said. You can even put hot glue down and make a design and then cover it with the black gesso. The possibilities are endless. It's amazing. All right, so, oh man, I think my texture paste is drying out here. So we're going to see. I'm just going to add a little bit. So this is the white crackle paste. If you are new or if you're just coming on to chat or to watch the live, please give this video a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hello to you. And Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Oh, that's not crackle paste. All right. This is kind of drying out on me. It's a little bit chunky in there. All right, so I am just kind of randomly, just to give the background a little bit of texture. Hi, Manor. I hope I'm saying your name right. I can't read from that far. Hello with his gifts. Thank you for coming on and hanging out or saying hello. I know it's kind of an odd time to do a live, especially since I haven't been doing many videos lately. But if you're just coming on, I'm homesick. My family is, celebrating. My husband and my kids are at my mother-in-law's celebrating Christmas tonight. So I'm sick and I didn't want to get anybody sick. And I thought, oh, it'll be so nice and peaceful without anybody here. But then, of course, I got bored. So, all right. I am going to turn on the heat tool just real quick. maybe, so that I can dry this a little bit quicker. And this heat tool is from Ranger. I love this. It's not as heavy duty as this. So this one is more for just drying things. This one is for heat embossing. So hi Louise. I am altering a art journal book cover. So it's this mixed media book. And you can get these scrapbook.com or Amazon. I'm thinking, oh no, it's just the regular mini albums that you can get at Michael's, or you could. I'm not sure if you still can get the Prima stuff at Michael's. I haven't been to Michael's in forever. Hi, Shirley. How are you? All right, so I've only added white gesso and a little bit of crackle paste, white crackle paste, and now I'm just drying it. Can you guys hear me when I have the heat tool on? Because if not, then I won't even try to talk while I have it on. Okay, so it's not recommended to heat it, and it's recommended to let it dry naturally, or, you know, like overnight or something. I don't even know if that's gonna... Anyways, but I'm impatient, and for the purpose of the live, I am just going to, I just heat it a little bit. You just have to be careful because it can bubble up in some areas and you won't get as nice of cracks if you heat it, but you definitely can. So I'm just going to let it sit just for a second. And if you are just coming on to watch the live, please give this video a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. I would love to say hi to you guys. And I just learned about this. It is new, well, to me anyways. I don't watch a lot of people live, but there is a button with a little $sign. It's a super chat option where you can, I think it's like $1, $2, whatever you want to donate, and you'll have a highlighted comment show up. Although I try to shout out everybody that comes on, but it does help out. So I hope everybody is having a good day in general. All right, so I brought, or I have a few options. Hello, I think it says Rachel. So these are some of my favorite stencils. So which one? 1, 2, or 3? And I'm going to use some of this light and fluffy paste. After this live, I will have everything linked in the description box down below. So, but honestly, mostly everything that I use often. So you can probably just go check out one of my older videos and find out where you can get these items. All right. This one's pretty cool. It is actually upside down. So this one is called Mini Ledger, and it's the Crafter's Workshop. All right, I think I'm going to do a little bit of stamping before I add the modeling paste. So my workflow is I like to add gesso, then I either add a little bit of the crackle paste. I don't mind stamping on top of the crackle paste because it's a little more flat than something like this with modeling paste. But ideally you would want to stamp and then add the crackle paste and then maybe do a little bit of stamping on top of that. But you don't really want to try to stamp over modeling paste. It ends up not working out that great. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. Let's see. I just grabbed these, so hopefully there's one in here that I want to use. I think I'll use this one. This one is a Finnabair stamp, like a crackle one. And then I like my favorites are somewhere else. I don't know where they are. We'll find them eventually. But I do like these as well. So these are both Finnabair stamps. Trying to think. Okay, so this is just a ring, and then I just have them like that, and then I can just kind of flip through them. And these are ones that I like to use in like my mixed media projects and art journaling and, you know, things like that. So I have them all like this, so I can just kind of grab them and bring them to my desk and have them that way. All right, I'm trying to think of my composition here, trying to think of how I want to do this, what else I want to add before I start stamping. Do we want to go grungy? Do we want to go more like shabby look? What color should we use? Because then I think I'll have an idea of how I want to do it. I know what color I want to do, but I know people say all the time that I do too much blue, green, like the turquoise, teal-y colors. Oh, yes, my favorite color is purple. Anything, Louise. You can choose whatever colors that you want. We could do shabby grunge. Shabby pastel, yellows, oranges. Is it sherry or cherry? It's cherry because it says cherry bomb, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Me too. I love just teals and turquoise and all those colors. Is it Jane? Janae. Is it Janae? And I really need to get my glasses. I always leave them in the oddest place ever. All right. I think we'll do sort of shabby grunge, but we'll do like tealy bluish colors. How's that sound? All right, if you're just coming on and watching the live, be sure to hit that like button and say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hi to you. Okay. Just going to, should have got some water too. Going to find my is. All right, this is probably super dry. This is so weird. So I'm using my daughter's computer chair for her desk. Mine broke and I just haven't, is it frozen? I just haven't gone and tried to look for another one. So this chair is super small for me anyways. All right, so this is Stays On Ink. This is a solvent ink pad. It's water resistant, so because I'm going to be adding sprays and paints and stuff on top, I don't want something like a distress ink or something like that, because then that will bleed and make a muddy mess, and you don't want that. All right, I'm just going to use, are you still frozen? So what I like to do when I'm using the Stays On ink is stamp off so that I don't get really dark impression. My computer is working hard over there. The fan is on full blast. I do have a pretty decent computer, my laptop. It's actually a gaming laptop. It works really well for videos. So all right, so there really isn't any particular order or anything that I like to do this, just kind of randomly, and you can overlap them. The house is amazing. It's so nice having a house of our own, not having to worry about a landlord or anything like that. Although it's not unpacked. There's still so much to do. The kitchen is huge, which I absolutely love, but it's hard to figure out how to organize everything. I think I have, so in my kitchen, I have all of just the bottom, how do I say this? The top bottom shelves. So the top shelves, only the bottom shelf and all of the top shelves have stuff on them. And then so I have, and they go all the way, almost all the way to the ceiling. So they're pretty high. And then on the bottom, I have, I think, 4 drawers that aren't filled. And then also probably 3 cupboards. So it's nice so that I can grow, because I love to cook. So I can grow a lot of my kitchen things and, all that kind of stuff. But it's just a little bit hard to figure out how I want things. And, I kind of wish I wish there was drawers over on this side, or, stuff like that. There is one thing that's really annoying in the kitchen we didn't even notice. And although it's a new build, we bought it after it was built. So we sometimes you can go into a new build and kind of customize it how you want. We didn't do that. We bought it after it was finished. But the fridge hits the pantry door, which is so annoying. But anyways, I'm grateful and thankful that we have a house. Something that in the future, if we're here in years to come, we'll have to figure out a way to redesign that. All right, so I stamped, and now I am going to use my light and fluffy modeling paste. This is my favorite. My previous favorite was the light paste from Prima. But this is like a mixture between modeling paste and the light paste. And it dries really quick, so it's really nice. It is nice to have a big kitchen. I love to cook, although I don't like to do the dishes. I'm not sure what it is. I think because growing up, I was always the one having to do the dishes at my, growing up. And it's funny because my mom says that her mom never let her do the dishes. So she would go to her neighbor's house where she had a friend and ask to do the dishes over there. So I'm like, yeah, that definitely is not me. I hate doing dishes. And I grew up without a dishwasher in my house. So I tend to do a lot of the dishes by hand. Unless I'm like cooking all day and I have a full dishwasher load. My kids put away the dishes, but I do the dishes. All right. So it's hard to see, but what I like to do is I have a little bit on my, what is this thing called? Spatula, palette knife. And I like to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Not so much this type of pattern as like one like this, because this one you would want, well, me anyways, I like it to kind of blend out. But I just kind of like everything to flow a little bit nicer and then it kind of just gives a little bit more texture. Okay, I'm just going to keep up with the chat really quickly. I hate where'd it go? I hate doing dishes too. We grew up with dishwasher, but we had to wash by hand. I hate dishes. I buy plates, spoons, and forks from the Dollar Tree. It's a good idea. A lot of times when I remember, I buy paper plates, but I hate I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. Do you have more waste as in, like garbage, or do you waste more water washing dishes? Like, I don't know. I always have a tough time with that. Like, what's worse, I did the dishes every day in a house of 8 people when I was growing up. Wow. Now I own a dishwasher. Off to finish decorating my tree since I am super late. Okay, bye, Mimi. Thanks for joining. And Merry Christmas. What do you mean put a rock in the sink? Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Is it a joke? Right, I need to find my wipes here because this is my second. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. right, if you're just joining the live, I hope that you hit that like button and say hello in the chat. I love to say hello to you. All right, got to make sure I clean this. Because I just purchased a few new ones of my favorite ones because I'm lazy and don't clean them. Hi, Davida. Is that how you say your name? I hope I'm saying that right. I live in Nevada. All right, back to this. I'm honestly surprised that I have viewers because it is Christmas Eve. Well, here in the United States, it's Christmas Eve. So I didn't know who would be on, although I know a lot of people do celebrate or have Christmas on actual Christmas Day in the morning time. I'm sure some of you are up late wrapping gifts. Mimi was decorating her Christmas tree. So if you're just joining, I am homesick as my family is celebrating with my husband's family. So I didn't want them to get sick. How nice of me, right? Although I am missing out on tamales and rice and all that fun stuff. All right. Next. What was I going to do next? What was my next plan of action here? Colors. So we have lots of different options. We can do watercolors. I have color bloom sprays. I have distress sprays. I have India inks. I have all sorts of different things. So what would you guys like to see? Louise, I wish. They're actually in San Diego, so and I don't know if my stomach can hold the tamales, unfortunately. Just kind of feeling queasy. I haven't used India inks in ages. I know, I haven't actually either used them in a while. And to be honest, I shouldn't have even said India inks because I don't even know where they are. Yes, they should be back tomorrow because they celebrate Christmas, Christmas Eve. So they'll open their presents. Now that the kids are older, they'll open them at midnight. Before, when they were younger, when my daughter was, littler, we would probably do it around 9 or 10 or else she would be asleep. Then they go to, or they open presents after they go to midnight mass, I think. My husband and his family are Catholic, so they go to midnight mass. We actually already did our Christmas. I know, we're kind of all over the place. We did it a few days ago because I wasn't planning on getting sick, so we were planning on making a little trip vacation out of out of, going to San Diego and spending some time over there. So we had already done our Christmas. And just for some reason, this Christmas just doesn't seem, I don't know, it's just a little bit weird this year. All right, so I'm going to get the sprays. And they're over on the other side of the room. Hold on, sorry. You know what? I'm going to unplug this really quickly. Oh, it probably went really dark. And grab my cart. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but I'm still here. I'm just grabbing my brass cup cart so that I can get all of my goodness. All right. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is this year. I don't know. All right, so I have Lindy's sprays, and I also have Color Bloom sprays and Dilution sprays and Distress sprays. So what would you guys like to see? I wonder what it is about this year. I don't know. Kind of weird. If you are just joining the live, I hope you guys hit that like button and say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hi to you guys. Color Burst. Color Bloom. Did I say Color Burst? I might have said Color Burst, honestly, but they're Color Bloom sprays from Prima. Hi, Kelly. And if I miss S. Piper, Davida, Cherry, I think I've said hi to everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Davida. Oh yes, we're going Shabby Grunge, right? I think that's what we said. So add a little bit of darker in with, if I can find it. Holy moly. Might have to, I wonder if I don't have one. I'm just trying to find the, there it is, my favorite, Dragonfly Blue. Yes, virtual hug to Davida. I wish I can give you a hug. I think holidays is hard when you can't share them with everybody that you love, but they're in your heart, and I hope comfort finds you. All right, if you are just joining, please hit the like button and say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hello to you. All right, I'm actually going to, well, I take that back. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water before I add the spray. Normally I don't just spray like this. So this color is so pretty. The water just helps it kind of move around a little bit. I'm very unprepared. I don't have paper towels. I don't have all sorts of my regular stuff. And this is so simple. I think a lot of people get intimidated by the end result. I know I was when I first started, but then I just started playing around with sprays and the paste and things. And then you find what you like, you find what you don't like. And I think I love mixed media because of the fact that there is no like wrong thing, you know, like you can do anything that you want to create. So I did have, well, I do have these. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to use a Clorox wipe because that's all I have right now. All right, so I'm just going to blotch up a little bit of this color. I want to try to keep the white. And so I'm just going to rotating the wipe, just kind of wipe it just a little bit. If I want it a little whiter, I can always go in with gesso. So who here has done mixed media? Any type of mixed media. It doesn't have to be full on like this. Mixed media is such a broad term. Add a little bit of water up there and over here. Oh, wow, Stephanie, that's amazing. Also, I want to say too that if anybody has a YouTube channel, or if you share your creativity, whatever it may be, sewing, crafting, cards, whatever, on Instagram or anything like that, don't hesitate to link them in the chat. I believe you can link them. If not, I'll try to enable it. But I love supporting others because so many people have supported me over the years. And I think that we all need to try to support each other as best we can. So leave links in the chat. And I think that we can all support each other. Or you know what, I think if you do, I think people, if you just say, I, have a YouTube channel or whatever, I think people can click on the name. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can. But I would love to see other people's channels and other people's work, even if it's just a Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. All right. Okay, so this is precious stone. It's basically almost black. And I'm just going to add it to add more depth to the project. Oh my goodness. Justine's hop, I honestly don't even know how she did that. She's amazing. I think she had like 100 people in the hop over a week or something like that. It was amazing, and I am so grateful to her for allowing, because I believe she does mostly cards. So it's amazing that she did that and allowed other creative people join in. So it was amazing. And I think that it's important for us to support each other. And I agree. I think I find a lot of channels and other people from other people sharing on Facebook and Instagram and things like that. So, and the crafty community is so small. I think it's important for us to support each other. And all right, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit. All right, I'm gonna check up on the chat. Okay, so Davida says, yes, you can do that by clicking on the name. So if you do have a YouTube channel, just say you do. And, I honestly am not the type of person, like if somebody, because I do host YouTube hops now and then, and I don't require people to subscribe to my channel in order to, be entered in the giveaway or anything like that. I only do it if it's required by somebody else that's hosting it. But I personally think that not everybody's going to like your stuff. I'm not going to be mad, just because they're in the, in a hop or in a blog hop or something, doesn't mean that, I don't want people to feel obligated. So if people aren't into cards, then, don't be sad if they don't subscribe to your channel or something, All right, Stephanie, where do you live? Are you in a different country? I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit more. Do you shop online at all? There it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, I honestly, I don't blame you. That's tough. My mom actually just went through that. Not full on identity theft, but she had her card and her bank information. Just I hear it's really bad. I mean, one thing is to have your card the number or your bank information, something like that, but to have your whole identity taken is just, I can't even imagine. So I don't blame you. I'm wondering, I don't think Hobby Lobby carries Color Bloom sprays. Just trying to think. And I know a lot of scrapbook stores are non-existent, unfortunately. All right, so what I do to add darker areas is I take it out, as you saw, and then I spray a little bit of water. And then let it move around and kind of get in all those crevices and kind of mix in with the other color. Honestly, I do a lot of my shopping online because I don't have anywhere near me at all. So as Piper's saying, Joann's has some in some stores. Do you have Joann's near you? I didn't know that Joann's. I don't know. I don't really tend to go to Joann's very often. Not sure why. Well, honestly, I really don't. I go to Hobby Lobby probably more, but more for like home decor stuff. A lot of the things that I purchase for my style of crafting, I tend to have to get online. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this black. So the colors I'm using is Precious Stone and Dragonfly Blue. I honestly am not sure if they still have these colors. I hope they do. I think I have. So when I was on the Prima design team, I was doing live with Prima, I got so much stuff and I was so grateful, but it was just too much stuff for me. So I gifted it to lots of different people. And I might sound stingy with saying this, but now that I'm running out of some of my favorite things, because I did you know, save when, you know, one of my favorite sprays or something like that. But I kind of wish that I didn't gift so much. But it was honestly way too much for me to even use. I would rather spend the money than to have it sit here. And I know a lot of people love crafting, and I was very blessed to have all of those products. And a lot of people aren't able to buy them for financial reasons and, you know, just different things. So, and I do it on the low key, you know. I don't really like to say that I'm, you know, oh, I sent so and so $300 worth of, you know. I always tell the people that I send it to, don't say who it's from. I don't want people to know. So, all right. Yes, the color bloom sprays are pretty expensive. I think they're like $8. Some of the more rare colors, or more popular colors, I should say, are, you can get them on Amazon sometimes, and they're like $15. It's crazy. I don't even know how they're able to get away with that, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna kind of try to smudge this out a little bit because I want it to blend. Oh, wow. You know, it's so funny. The first time I went to Hobby Lobby, I was so excited. I get there and I didn't realize they were not open on Sundays. It was so sad. Because at that time, they didn't have one. They have one a little bit closer. I mean, it's still an hour away, but at that time, it was like on the opposite side of town. So, all right. I feel this needs something else. I don't know what to do next. I think I'm going to dry it a little bit and then add a little bit of stamping kind of here and there to kind of make everything come together. If you're able to shop online, honestly, the India inks, I love the India inks. You can do so much stuff with them, although they are a little bit, I don't want to say shiny when they dry, but they're definitely not matte. And they're permanent. So if I wanted to add, you know, color on top of color, you can, and it's permanent. So you can treat them like watercolor, like when you're using them. So I would be able to do the same thing here, but I wouldn't be able to blotch it up after it's down. After it's dry, it's permanent. But they're definitely a good option. They're very vibrant. The Dilutions, yes, I have a lot of the Dilution sprays, and I don't think I've really used that many of them, to be honest. I actually do like, well, I think I've used this color before. This teal color. Let's see. Yeah. The Distress Spray, I like as well. Lindy's, there's so many different sprays now. Right, I need a focal point. So trying to think, what should I do? Should I add chipboard? Should I add flowers? What do you guys think? Should I just add like a title here? Where am I word? You guys tell me in chat, and I'm going to find my word stickers. Here they are. I found them. You know what? I'm just going to bring this thing over here. Brought my bucket of Prima goodies. Lindy's, yes, I like Lindy's. And I also like Lindy's because they have the, let's see if I can find them. Or one. The flat ones, they're called flat Fabios. They don't have all of the colors, but I personally don't like the shimmer in a lot of the sprays. So this one has a lot of shimmer. And I also like them because, so when I was on the Prima design team, you weren't able to use any other type of medium from any other company. So my Lindy's sat in my closet for 2 years, took them out, sprayed them, and it was like they were brand new. Like, you know, sometimes they get clogged, but not Lindy's. So it's pretty cool. And also a way to try to get things if you aren't able to, sorry, my husband's texting me, is to do challenges. So I think Lindy's has challenges. Look around to see different websites and companies that have different challenges. And then you can get different products without spending, you know, your own money. I'm trying to think of other, because I know some of the challenge I think there's More Than Words is like a mixed media type of challenge. And you can go on there and you just read what the, I think they have 2 different ones. So I'll try to kind of hunt them down, the different ones, and then put them in the description box after this video. But there is lots of different ones where you can do the challenge. And then a lot of them, which is really cool, they do it randomly. They pick random winners, which is amazing. And so everybody has a chance. So hi, Kay. How are you? Oh my goodness, it's late where you are. Kay is probably one of my, I always say this, but she's not my oldest scrappy friend, but the longest. It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to text my husband back really quickly. He's probably thinking like, oh, what is she doing? All right, I'm just going to tell him that I'm doing a live video. Okay. Looks like they're having fun. He sent me a video of the kids dancing and stuff. So if you are just joining the live, I hope that you say hello in the chat and give this video a thumbs up. Share it if you want to share it. And thank you for joining Christmas Eve. Well, for a lot of you, it's Christmas Eve. So I'm trying to, the Tattered Angel sprays. When I first started using sprays, I did use some of their sprays. I didn't really like them that much. But yeah, I have lots of other sprays. I don't even know if I have any Tattered Angel sprays anymore, to be honest. There was another one. It was like an alcohol spray. I can't even remember what the name was, but I used to use that stuff all the time when I first started using sprays and stuff. All right, I'm going to get back to crafting. I need more depth on this. All right, I'm just going to stay quiet just for a second because, or for a minute, because I don't label myself a chatty person, but sometimes I can be a little bit chatty. So I need to just kind of All right, if you are just joining the live, I hope you guys say hello in the chat and like the video. Also, if you yourself share your creativeness online anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, doesn't matter where, be sure to leave a link in the chat so that people can check you out. I really need to go back to doing my, I can't even remember what I call them, YouTube shout outs or something like that. And my Facebook, I used to do that a lot where I would post on Facebook. Just, I think it was just like a little graphic that I made. And then people would post their YouTube channels and stuff like that. And I know, like, I don't have a million subscribers or anything like that, but I know how hard it is in the crafty YouTube community to get subscribers and supporters and people to watch your videos. I've been doing videos for like 9 years or so. I don't know. Kay could probably help me. But she was probably one of my first subscribers, and I too for her. So I think it's important for all of us to support each other. And I always say this, it's the crafting, like, I mean, of course there's some that just, I think, I don't know what they have something a little bit more special, or so, I don't know what it is, but they have tons of subscribers and followers and, you know, things like that. But for the most part, I think the crafties and, you know, card making and all those, you know, we're all small, so we all need to stick together and support each other. Because we're not, well, I don't watch makeup, you know, gurus or whatever you call them, or anything like that. So anyways, yeah. And I have met so many wonderful people on here through crafting. It's just, some people like Kay I've known forever. She's watched my son grow up. I've watched her son grow up. And it's just, it's amazing. You can, you know, although obviously we don't talk every day, but you can gain friends online, which is kind of crazy to some people, but all right, I am creating, or I am kind of altering the front cover to this mixed media book. Okay, so I have, I'm gonna grab my flowers. Maybe I really need to get my lights hung up on my ceiling because they're blocking everything that I need. All right. Let's see. I have these, although these are from the, what's this collection? A new one from Frank, the Georgia Blues collection, which is probably my favorite right now. It's a little bit older, but all right, I need to catch up a little bit on the chat. All right, so I have some white flowers here. I think we're going for more of a grungy, shabby look. So, I don't know, does the dark blue go? I think it does. Okay. I kind of don't want to use these flowers. Let's see. I'm not much of a hoarder, but I like to use certain things for, you know, certain things. So I'm going to see what I have here and see what I can come up with here. Ooh, I didn't know I had these. Well, I think I'm going to sneeze. These are really hard to find as well. Sometimes I can find them on scrapbook.com, but I don't know if Prima is making them anymore. Thank you. Thank you. But I have purchased them on Amazon, which I think I paid like $8 per package, which is crazy, but sometimes gotta pay the price for things that you like. All right. Thank you for everybody that's been here. And yes, they are resin. So they are from Ingvild Bolme. She used to design the most amazing products for Prima. She doesn't anymore. And I'm not sure if Prima is still producing them or not, or what's going on. But can't close this back. Anyways. All right. Yes, I absolutely love Ingvild Bolme. And so Ingvild, I hope I'm saying her name right. Ingvild Bolme and Finnabair are my two favorite people, product designer people. All right, let me see what else I got here. I have these white ones. I think I might add one of these clocks. Do you use die cutting machine in any of your crafting? Yes and no. So I have a Cameo It doesn't get used, sadly. But I do use a Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine for my dyes. That's what I use. And I did have I still do actually, have a Big Shot. And I was actually gifted that a long, long time ago by an amazing lady. And I used it for years. And then I was doing some work with scrapbook.com and Spellbinders, and then they sent me the Platinum 6 die cut machine, and it's just amazing. Tiffany, I use Finnabair Art Alchemy Sparks Opal. Do you like those also? I just love the colors. Yes, I love the Art Alchemy paints, the Opal Magic, all of those. You're talking about the... I'll get them. Hold on. Kind of got to scoot over. Okay. These, right? And then the waxes, did you say? Yes, and the waxes. I love the waxes. I don't know if you were here earlier when I showed this, when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. I was talking about how amazing when you do like black gesso and then you add the waxes on top of it. Just amazing. And you can create something like this with black gesso and what's it called? Acrylic paint as well. You don't have to have the waxes, but yeah. All right. Thank you. And making a mess. And, you know, I don't want to get all like mushy or anything like that, but I have been in such a creative rut. It's been really sad to me. But chatting with you guys and creating kind of has my juices going a little bit more, you know, like my creativeness coming back. So I'm grateful for you guys for hanging out with me. So thank you so much. And I love how much you all inspire me in general. Like when I go on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, I know I should probably comment more, but just know that if you share your projects or anything, whether it's Facebook or anything, know that even though people like me are rude and don't comment, but you might be inspiring somebody and you don't even know it. So, all right, I'm going to try, and I really should have gotten, all right, I'm going to take this and make it a mess. That's why I was kind of feeling a little bit emotional, I guess. Not about the mess, but just that I'm feeling good about creating again. And honestly, a lot of things are going on personally in my life that I just with my family and just different things that I don't talk about really to anybody. And it definitely, when things are going on, it kind of, it's hard to create sometimes, but sometimes it definitely helps to create, and it really is helping me. Oh, I'm sorry. The cups and the waxes. So pretty. Do you have this? Do you have to seal the waxes? Yeah, no, you don't. I mean, they're not really recommended for something that you're going to handle every day, like, but you can use them on any type of product or material or anything. And then, although it's not really recommended for fabric, but I'm talking about the waxes, sorry, kind of scatterbrained, but they're permanent. So, you know, like this, I mean, I don't handle this every single day. It's not coming off. So it's on there. So, all right, just gonna finish doing this. Cannot believe I've been on for an hour and a half. It's crazy. And thank you guys for sticking around. And I probably will, well, actually, I don't even know if I can. I was going to say I should do that actually, get 2 mounts and mount my camera so that I can video as well. And then I can speed up one of the videos for people that don't like the live videos, because there's lots of people that don't like, they think it's too long, which they are. I personally am not a huge fan of watching really long videos, but it's fun when you're sitting and chatting, you know. It's not as fun when you're watching it after the fact, but right. So what I like to do is when I'm trying to cover metal pieces with gesso, I take the gesso and my heat tool and I heat up the metal and heat up the gesso, and it makes it a little bit tacky, and then it helps adhere it to the metal a little bit better. So I'll show you what I mean in just a second. I'm just going to dry this really quickly, and then I'll show you what I mean. So you got to be careful too, because you don't want to melt your paintbrush bristles. All right, and that especially helps. So if I was to go over this and kind of want to highlight some of the raised areas and the texture on here, then that would help because the Color Bloom sprays are water-based. So it would help the gesso adhere to the top. All right. I hope I'm making sense. I don't even know if I am or not at this point. And it's not even really that late for me. Let's see. I think I want... I think I need a different style of, what are these flowers? All right. Here we go. So Prima has these now, which these remind me of the 49 and Market flowers, how they do their flowers. Trying to think. Yes, about a couple years ago, my family was going through a lot as well, and creating really helped me then. I don't know what it is, probably just everything, personally going on, and then moving and the holidays and everything. I just think it's just, but I'm glad that it helps you through such a rough time. Do you sell your creations or keep them? I used to sell them a lot. Now I'm just kind of a little bit too lazy, to be honest. A lot of people ask me if I do. Sometimes I'll do just a little kind of like a pop-up kind of thing on Facebook now and then when I really have a lot. I have tons of boxes full of stuff that I don't know what to do with. I gave my mom 2 huge boxes full of stuff that I've created. I love creating, but sometimes I just get overwhelmed with all of it. Although now I have my own craft room, so I can put up shelves and display some of them. All right, are we feeling snarky, or should we do something more inspirational? Oh, wait. Why do I have 2 of these? Oh, no, this is a snarky one. So I don't know if you guys have seen these. These are the Ideology Small Talk from Tim Holtz. These are the snarky ones. Some of them I probably wouldn't use because to me they're a little bit rude. But some of them are pretty funny. Like this one, this is my cup of care. Oh, look, it's empty. A penny for your thoughts seems a little pricey. I would like to confirm that I do not care. I'm sorry. And by sorry, I mean get over it. My favorite thing to make for dinner is reservations. Relax. We're all crazy. It's not a competition. I just rescued some wine. It was trapped in a bottle. So these are really, really fun. I'm thinking inspirational or something along those lines. Let's see. I always use my favorite ones up, and then I buy another one and then use them up again. Right, if you are just joining the live, please please give this video a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hi to you. Let's see. Let me see here. Let's do, what do you guys want? Hold on tight to your dreams, or where's the other one? Never doubt your instinct. You got hold tight to your dreams, or Never doubt your instincts. Or we could always do one of these. Right, I need to find my string. Not here, over on the other side. It's so weird creating. All right, now I need scissors. So you like these? These are metal. All right, and this is upholstery thread. It's thicker than your regular sewing thread, so you can bundle it up and add texture to your project. Man, I have a huge mess here, don't I? And you know what? I don't even know if I have any glue anywhere, you guys. Oh my goodness. Huh. Where's my glue? Oh, there it is. All right, I think this one's new, so I'm gonna have to open it up. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared. And thank you everybody for sticking around. All right, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'll help with anything, well, that I can anyways. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down. Remember, this is a metal piece from Finnabair. So I'm gonna glue it. And I like to use Fabri-Tac. So I'm gonna glue it to the edge over here. Then I'm going to add my thread. Just like this. Yes, yay for glue. That would have been horrible if I didn't have glue. Although I do know where my hot glue gun is. So if anything, could use my trusty old hot glue gun, which I used all the time before. And honestly, I'm not sure why I don't use it anymore, to be honest. All right. So should we go dark or light? What do you guys think? I was thinking dark so that the sentiment could stand out a little bit more. Yes, I agree. All right. So you could see that the string just peeks out just a little bit, which is nice. You can add more if you want. And then where's my brush? And the gesso. You guys, I'm losing my mind. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna tone down the white, or I'm sorry, the yellow stamens in the center there. All right, and then I'm going to add more string to the center. All right, if you are new, you're just coming on to the live, welcome, and I hope you guys hop on the chat and say hello. Hit that like button. All right. I think I might have added, this is probably way too much for that little spot there. I'm going to cut it in half. And don't forget, if you share your sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. If you have a YouTube channel, Instagram, anything like that, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments or the chat so that people can go check you out. All right, then I'm going to add, I think that's too much string. I'm going to set that on top like that. Or all right, so what do you guys think so far? I think I might add this. Maybe to the side over here. I'm going to be adding more flowers. Just a couple more. I think it's pretty simple, pretty basic. But I do love how it's turned out. Especially since I didn't have any idea what I was going to do. You guys helped me along the way. So thank you very much. Pretty simple, I think. Right. And of course, gotta add the white. You know, some people go crazy when I do this. Just kind of ties everything together. All right, what do you guys think about a giveaway? Stephanie, I don't. Honestly, I think I've done 3 in the last week, and I don't even know why, to be honest. I think because I want to do a video, but I just thinking about editing and then coming up with an idea to do, like, it just seems too stressful to me. So I'm trying to be less stress crafting, I guess. And this definitely, although it's definitely out of my comfort zone because I am very shy. I'm a very shy person. So, but chatting with you guys and getting to know you guys is really fun for me. Yeah, I do too. I think trying to come up with an idea And it just, I don't know. It's just hard, I think, sometimes. All right, so I want to do a giveaway. And I'm going to do, let me see, how am I going to do this? $25 to your favorite store. And I think I can trust all of you. So I'm going to go do a little backstory. About a year ago, it's actually almost a year ago, actually, I got scammed in my own giveaway. It's so crazy how it happened, but I was doing a giveaway and I said $25 to any place that you want, right? So what I did was I go on, and the person that I thought, okay, well, long story short, some scammer made another profile on Instagram using the same picture from the YouTube channel winner, but I almost want to say that it was the same person trying to get, double the amount of money because they chose Amazon as their choice. And so anyways, yeah, it was a bad situation, and I just haven't really liked to do giveaways or anything, just because I just feel so bad, because what if that person really did lose out on that, giveaway? Because I don't have, tons of money to be giving away or anything like that. So that was it. I just said, whatever, I'm sorry to the person, the real winner, but it was a little bit sketchy. So yeah. And then they even tried a third time to contact me and say, oh, this is the winner, I won your giveaway. And I'm like, I contacted you 2 different profiles here. So yeah. So anyways, I did end up giving the wrong person the $25 because they had the same profile picture, and they had the link to the YouTube channel of the person that won. So I thought, oh, this is her. And then so when a few days after that, they had contacted me, the real person, and said, oh, I won your giveaway. And I said, what? I already gave you the money. And then that's when I had investigated and found out that it was somebody scammed me. And then they tried to go in the comments and say, hey, I won your giveaway. So yeah, I'm not as trusting anymore. So anyways, that story out of the way, I do trust you guys. So I am going to, how many people are in chat? So it says 16 people on. I'm going to, let's see. All right, I have a number. I'm going to write it down so you guys know that you can trust me. So think of your number between 1 and 50. Maybe if I have a, no, not 1 in 50. We'll do 1 in 25. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Okay, we'll keep 1 to 50. All right. It's okay. 1 to 50. And whoever is closest, I'll and I have it written down. All right, I'll give it a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, a few moments, I should say. Oh, S. Piper chose 13 already. You want to choose again, Stephanie? All right, is everybody chosen? If you're just joining, say hello in the chat and give this video a like. If everybody's chosen, I will reveal the number. And then you can choose where you want it. Is everybody good with their number? Want to make sure. Any last minute changes? I know I got to wait a few seconds just in case because there is a delay in the chat. All good. All right, the number is 5. I hope that's coming out the right way. Is it coming out backwards to you guys? So let me see who won. Stephanie won. Your last minute change from 32 to 12. All right, Stephanie, do I have you on Instagram or anything? Because I don't think you can message me. On YouTube, I don't think they have that feature anymore. Okay. My Instagram is Tiffany Solorio Creates. I do have 2 Instagrams. I have my crafty one where I only share crafty stuff, and then my personal one where I share like everyday stuff. Right. Congrats, Stephanie. And I definitely will be doing this hopefully more often. I make a lot of promises that I can't keep because of life, and it's just the way it is. But I will try to do my best to continue to do this live. All right, I'm going to turn on the heat tool and finish up here. So what I'm doing here is using the heat tool to make the gesso a little bit tacky, and then it will adhere a little bit better to the top of the, or like all this texture. And this helps because the color bloom spray is water-based. So if I was just to add it on, it would work, but it would soak up a lot of that color, and then it wouldn't be as white. Oh, I love Karen. She's such a sweetheart. I am what did I say I was doing? I don't even know. Altering the front of this mixed media book from Prima. So this you can take apart. It's like spiral bound, and then it has really thick, I don't know if it's watercolor paper. It's not really watercolor paper. Well, I guess it kind of is. It's kind of a mixture. It's like mixed media paper. I don't know how to explain it. But it's an amazing art journal option. I know there's lots of options, so. Yes, sometimes less is more, because if I say, oh, you know, I kind of want it all covered, which a lot of times I don't because I like the white space, then you can add more. It's harder to take away, although you can. So say you have a project that you feel has too much color bloom spray. This technique that I'm doing here really will help you, because you can cover up all of that extra color bloom. Although what I would do, and I've showed it in some of my videos in the past, where I add the wrong color, I don't end up liking it, or add too much, then I will spray as much as I can off with water, blotch it off with baby wipes, paper towels, that kind of thing. And then I'll go in with a lot of gesso, drying, more gesso, drying, that type of thing. It takes a little bit of work and a little bit of time, but instead of throwing a project away that you halfway like, but just want to change, you know, the color or something like that, then this is a way to do it. So I'm just doing it to kind of tie everything together, add a little bit more dimension to the project, because it highlights the texture on here. And it's hard to see on camera, but the cracks have that really dark color that I added down there. And so yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish. In like some of the areas where it's a little dark of the stamping, I kind of want to cover that up a little bit. And then I like everything to blend together. I don't really like harsh lines. Like here, it's going to kind of lighten up that a little bit. Yes, I use the Prima Heavy Gesso. It is my favorite. For a long time, it was what I was able to use, but I really truly love it. I won't buy anything else, to be honest. And I think this is my last one in my stash, so I'm definitely going to have to order some. And I'm wondering, I'm going to check really quickly, because scrapbook.com did have a lot of sales going on. And I know I am affiliated with them, but you don't have to use my links or anything like that if you don't want to. It's all up to you. But it does help me out. But I'm going to check. There is 10% off of your order today. So if you go over to scrapbook.com and there will be a code that pops down. And it will give you 10% off today. And I believe it ends soon because it's a Monday Fun Day deal. So in the next couple hours. Let me see. And then if you click on deals and coupons, you can get a free scrapbook and cards today magazine. And then you could see all of the other deals and fun stuff. So yeah. On Mondays, they always have a coupon code. Stephanie, did you want it to scrapbook.com? Because I can send it to you. It says it ends, in an hour and 45 minutes. So I will send it to you if that's where you want it. I'll get the gift card or whatever it is online. And then I can send that to you. So you can try to maximize your purchase. And don't forget to add the scrapbooking cards magazine, even if it's not really my style. But I like getting it. Well, one, because it's free, and two, sometimes even if it's just the colors or, the composition of the card or something like that, then it's nice to have. So do I miss being on the Prima design team? Yes and no. I think yes, because it was always fun to get the new products and try them out. But no, because I feel like having to use something or not being able to use something, I think it was over time. I don't know how to explain it properly. Because it definitely was such an amazing time to be on the Prima design team and then to do the live with Primas and all. It was so much fun, and working with them, it was a lot of fun. But I think I got repetitive, yes, and like during CHA time, especially because it's like they get you your products like a few weeks before CHA, which guess what? It's Christmas time. So it was a lot of work and a lot of stress. But it was definitely something that when I heard about Prima and I fell in love with Prima, it was something that I always dreamed of doing. And then because then it, I guess my crafty dream came true. And now I am not on any design teams. I don't really have a desire to be on any design teams. I like to do what I want to do. I like to use the products that I want to use. I don't like to be restricted in my creativity. And so, yeah. I know that was a long-winded answer, but a lot of people ask me that, honestly. Am I on any design teams? Do I want to be on any design teams? Did I like being on design teams? I did for a time. I think for me, it was definitely something that I didn't really want to happen forever, I guess. But I definitely was on some amazing design teams, and I wouldn't change it. All right, I'm just going to add some splatters, and then I'm going to get off. Stephanie, have you contacted me? So my favorite splatter spray or whatever, I used to use, well, I still do sometimes, but I like to use the Distress Spray Stain in Picket Fence. This is my favorite to use to do splatters. Okay. And we, on going back to being on the design team, we wouldn't get everything in our, you know, design team packages. We definitely were spoiled, but we wouldn't get every single thing that Prima had. Like some of us would get one collection, some of us would get another, and you know, things like that. So, but it was a lot of fun while it lasted, and I think I was getting burnt out. So I just needed, because honestly, I was like, oh, I got to do another project, you know, kind of feeling, and I hate feeling like that. And then as like seriously, as soon as I was done with being on the design team, like my last project was done and posted, I was just like a whole new jolt of creativity. It was crazy. But yeah, so I'll probably let this dry, add a little bit more splatters, but I am happy with how it turned out. Kind of wintry-ish, right? I am so grateful for you guys. I will probably get off here and I'm going to tear up a little bit because I'm just so grateful for this community. And all of you guys. I'm not a very personable person, but so it's kind of weird for me to share. But I am grateful for you guys. And don't ever hesitate to ask me any questions. I don't mind getting messages on Facebook. If you're not spamming me, there's been some people where, you know, life happens. I have 2 kids, a husband, you know, all just life. So if I don't get back to you right away, I'm not ignoring you. So thank you guys so much. And I really appreciate you guys, all of your support and chatting and all that. So yes. So Stephanie, you'll message me on Instagram. I just want to make sure because I still am just a little bit weary, just in case there's a creepy lurker out there trying to get some a free giveaway and scam me again. Yes, Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I'll definitely do this again. Okay. Let me see. I think you tried to post a link. Rachel, I'm sorry you did. I've been on for almost 2.5 hours, and I'm going to get off and go lay down. But as soon as I'm done, you can watch it over. It's kind of a long, chatty video, but if I can figure out how to speed it up for later, then I can do a shorter video for those that don't like longer videos. But anyways, I'm going to get off now. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I will try to do another one soon. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. See you later. Merry Christmas.